Speaking of terrible Bond doing, what's the next one?
The World Is Not Enough.
Oh, from a simpler time where the sperm of that actor. No, it's not Liv Tyler, is it? Who is it? Denise Richards.
Denise Richards, who plays Dr. Christmas Jones.
That's it. She is just dreadful in this film.
She's like the prettiest nuclear scientist ever.
Doesn't she wear glasses at one point to show that she's...
Yeah, shows that she's a scientist. And wears a lab coat. This is the one with Robert Carlyle in it.
He's pretty good in it.
He's
good in everything.
And Sophie Massow, isn't it?
Oh, is she the one who puts him on that chair?
Yeah. She's like, she basically has to, I don't know how to describe it. I think Bond's got to protect her because she's like the daughter of like an oil tycoon.
Yeah.
But she ends up being part of Robert Carlyle, aka Renard's, evil plans to do something. Oh, he wants to control the world's plutonium supply. This is, to be fair, World Is Not Enough has got one of the best Bond pre-credit sequences. It goes on for like 16 minutes and it's the boat chase down the Thames.
Oh, that is great. Is that the one where like there's I can only remember like a little bit of it. Don't he end up running into an office? Isn't it about a briefcase?
I can't remember. I think so.
Right, yeah.
He's in the speedboat and he's going down the Thames, he's chasing after it. That's really great. And then that's like the best point of the film, and it's all kind of downhill from there.
Yeah. I remember this was a film where they tried to give the villain a tragic backstory.
Yeah.
Because he can't feel pain, and then like he lust after his wife.
I think so. Yeah.
And it doesn't really work because he's not as interesting as the film thinks he is.
No, he's dead boring.
Yes.
This is out of all Pierce Brosnan films. This is one I remember the least. I don't remember anything.
I remember quite a lot about this. I've seen this one loads for some reason. It's always on ITV.
I've seen the part where Bond gets tortured in the chair. I remember that bit.
That bit. There's the return of the guy who plays Hagrid in Harry Potter.
Robbie Coltrane.
I knew it was Robbie Summit.
Yeah.
But Robbie Carlyle and Robbie Coltrane.
Oh, actually, something of note. It's the last one to star Desmond Llewellyn as Q.
It's got that iconic bit where he goes down the because John Cleese is there and then he goes down that like elevator thing.
Yeah.
And it's quite sad in retrospect. It's really like goodbye Bond.
I think he died like a couple of months after the film came out as well.
Yeah.
And then John Cleese replaces him as the oh so memorable
I knew he was in it. I didn't know he played R.
He's called R in The World Is Not Enough, and then I think in the next film they just call him Q.
Oh, right.
No one gives a fuck.
Yeah, but this film, I think it's a step up from the last one, whose name I can't remember now.
It tries to be a little bit more complex, but it ends up being a little bit dull.
Yes, this does also have one of the best Bond lines in it, though. I thought Christmas came only once a year.
Oh yeah, right at the end.
He's having sex with
Denise Richards.
Yeah, Christmas Jones, and then he goes like, I thought Christmas came only once a year.
Oh,
and,
that's horrible.
It is a horrible line, but it's funny.
Yeah.
I can't believe Pierce Brosnan could say it with a straight face.
Well, it's a testament to him that like most of his Bond films are pretty average. He is a shiny personality in all of them. He's fun to watch.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. I agree. It's
very solid action film. It's probably better than a lot of 90s action films.
It tries to have some complexity to it.
Yeah.
It's Michael Apted who directed this, who is a semi-respected filmmaker. He did that film Gorillas in Mist.
Okay.
You ever heard of that? I don't know.
I know it's got Sigourney Weaver in, but nothing else.
I think it was like an Oscar bait film.
Oh.
But yeah. Moving on. So yeah, it's not an Oscar bait film.
No. Oh, what would you give it, by the way? I give it 6.
I agreed. I give it 6.
Yes. I think you should just hold this up to the camera and we should not say anything for a few seconds. And actually, yeah, pay attention to the CGI work of Halle Berry's body.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Photoshop.
Look at that.
That's pretty. I would say that's fairly bad.
That is horrible.
I ain't no expert on CGI. But that might be the worst. No, it's not CGI. Photoshop. That might be the worst photoshopping I've ever seen.
That is definitely one of some of the worst.
Because it's just her face, obviously, just taken onto someone else's body.
But this is the oft-remembered, oft-hated, Die Another Day.
Well, I was saying that. I didn't think this was seen as the worst one, but I think it is.
It is, yeah.
I was looking after because because we were talking about this after doing the other ones. And I looked into it a bit more, and yeah, this one has pretty much no fans.
Yeah, but
are you a fan? Leave a comment.
Let us know. Do you enjoy the cartoony antics of Die Another Day? Though ironically, out of all the ones except for GoldenEye, this is what I actually remember most about.
I actually remember a lot about this because this one I think it's got some moments that are actively bad in it.
Yeah.
Halle Berry just is weird in this.
It tries to be the 40th anniversary celebration of James Bond, so it tries to have all like references to past Bond films.
Yep.
But it doesn't really do much of that.
Was she the first? Oh no, I was going to say was she the first non-white British like Bond girl? But no, because she's obviously
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, Michelle Yeoh's obviously one who isn't white British. But yeah, there was a lot of thing at the time about her being like black instead of like a white, and everyone said that was pretty forward looking. What a shame the film wasn't very good.
It wasn't very good. I mean, like, you know, the whole scene where Halle Berry comes out of the water is just meant to ape off the Ursula Andress scene, and yeah, it's just filled with just like intentional references to past Bond films that don't really work.
Well, none of the films. So this is a fairly good one to get into because it's a good example of why Bond can work and doesn't work. So this film, it begins. I remember a lot about it. It begins with an opening credit sequence where he's like, he does some daring do, and then he gets arrested. Yes. Remember this? He gets. And then like they get him out and he goes rogue.
Yes.
Another one where he goes rogue.
A little bit like License to Kill.
Yes.
But like he's investigated like some diamond smugglers.
Yes.
And he blows up the thing and the crate with all the diamonds in it, and then they get lodged into that guy's face.
Yeah.
And that's his quirk. That's the henchman's quirk. And then he kills like a North Korean general.
Yep.
And yeah, then he gets captured, gets tortured to a Madonna song, which sounds like torture anyway.
I wanna die another day. It's pretty bad, this.
And then like he comes out, he's got long hair, he's got a beard, and they rescue him. And
do you remember how he escapes? It's pretty bad. He manages to stop his own heart.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Old trick, MI6 trick.
That's the classic one. Yeah. So that doesn't really work. And then the main plot is that now Bond is back, and all the stuff about him going rogue has just been forgotten about in the first half hour. Yeah. Now he's got an invisible car, and
yes, he's got an invisible car, some laser thing. Oh no, that's it. The car has to go through lasers.
Oh yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
And it's, oh god, this film also has some of the worst CGI ever. Do you remember the bit where he's doing like surfboarding?
Yeah.
That's awful. Also, like pandering cameos. Madonna's in it. Yeah. Like just she plays his instructor at the
fencing instructor.
To be honest, I think the fencing scene with him and the bad guy is not bad.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, that's one of the better scenes for me. It's Topher Grace, I think,
Is he Topher Grace?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah,
no, so sorry, Toby Stevens.
Topher Grace at the time anyway would have been like early 20s or something. They would have had him against Pierce Brosnan.
Toby Stevens. And then Rosamund Pike is in it in an early film before she was in Gone Girl, Goo Gone. She's doesn't do much.
She plays the very stiff upper lip type who ends up betraying Bond.
Yes.
And that's about it.
Isn't this one where we go into like the big ice palace?
Yes.
And it's vaguely reminiscent of Batman and Robin.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, well, I think any film that's vaguely reminiscent of Batman and Robin should be avoided.
Well, Die Another Day is a pretty good comparison to that, because Batman and Robin was seen as the camp style going way too far.
Yeah.
And Die Another Day similar. This went way too far, and Bond was probably in need of a bit of a reboot after this one.
Yes, well, it's telling that it killed the franchise for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And it made a load of money, but no one liked it.
No, yeah, a very successful film, but yeah.
Apparently, even with Gone Girl, this is still the biggest thing Rosamund Pike's been in.
Jesus.
This film, and I think not even adjusted for inflation, it made more money.
Oh God. From a dark cell in North Korean prison to the beautiful beaches of Cuba, 007 is on the trail of a diabolical genius who is hell-bent on slicing up the earth. Literally. It actually sounds bad. Literally.
No, this is a really bad film.
Yeah.
I mean, just not even as good as other contemporary action films.
No, it's horribly dated. The action scenes aren't fun. It's not even like, it gets a bit boring.
Well, I think you can tell because they use like CGI. Like Bond is pretty much known for a lot of practical effects.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, that amazing car stunt where it flips.
Yeah, but it's ruined by the slide whistle.
But what happened in between 1999 and 2002? The Matrix.
The Matrix happened, yeah.
Every single film had to involve CGI and crazy stunts.
Yeah, they had to be like outlandish and cartoonish.
Yeah, so I think because of that and to keep up with... Because a lot of the films, like, there were loads of Matrix rip-offs. Does anyone remember Equilibrium?
Equilibrium with Christian Bale.
Yes.
And Sean Bean.
Yeah, but Die Another Day, I think it's like a 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
I think there are scenes in it that are alright.
Yeah, there are some enjoyable
Certainly has a
moments.
nice look to it.
No, it's just all my dreadful CGI.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad cinematography.
It's okay. The opening's quite fun, I think. Whereas it was in the internment camp, that's a bit different.
No, it's a bad film.
It's pretty bad overall.
And isn't it ridiculous that the bad guy ends up being the bad guy from the Occult opening? That he's had facial reconstruction?
Yeah. He's like the North Korean general who's made to look like Toby Stevenson's.
Yes, so my closing words for this film would be...
You could even say that Pierce Brosnan films reflect the trajectory of New Labour.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, yes.
All peak and promise didn't deliver.
No. All it needed this was for if there was a scene where Bond thought there was WMDs in the Ice Palace.
yeah. I'm gonna blow it all up.
Exactly. Then he blew it up and they weren't in it.
Yeah. And he's got a face like court cases, but a bit like a war criminal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but would you say this is the worst one? Because it's not even fun. Octopussy is like, you described it as fun.
Yeah, Octopussy is a hell of a lot of fun, even though it's horrible. I think Die Another Day, is better than Diamonds Are Forever.
Yeah.
Diamonds Are Forever is just dreadful. It's just horrible.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's just, Diamonds Are Forever is boring and looks boring.
And I don't think it's as bad as A View to a Kill.
View to a Kill's too interesting for it to be boring.
No, that's just boring. I think that's boring.
Yeah. But yeah, A View to a Kill's got Christopher Walken in it, so you can kind of fascinate with that. In fact, I forgot to say this in our review of A View to a Kill, but did you know that at one point David Bowie was going to play Max Zor in A View to a Kill? Yes.
That would have been
fun. That actually would have been great. I loved that. David Bowie's a Bond villain. Great. But then again, he'd been in A View to a Kill. Anyway, I think Die Another Day is possibly the second or third worst Bond film.
Yes.
It ranks very low.
Yes. So we've had the near franchise killer join us for the Phoenix-like rebirth of James Bond.